representing Light and Fight Team in Kilmarnock, Sean Taylor.
If I had to explain MMA to anybody, I would say it's all-round fighting. You cover pretty much all bases on it.
Buckhouse, Emmy Honours, cited as producing the first empirical study on the UFC mixed martial arts.
Boxing, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, all those skills together, so it's actually a big thing, you know what I mean, like using all the techniques from all those sports on one single martial arts, as you can see there. I think, you know, I mean, I don't think he's violent.
Marcus Nardini, the only Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in Scotland, owner and head coach, Lycan's Fight Team, Kilmarnock.
Taylor, and I'm a fighter. I think it's a case of who can train harder and who can train longer and come into that fight the freshest, the strongest, the fastest, and with the best technique. They're the ones that are going to win, so that is the fight for me. It's a test.
There's an old saying that everyone knows, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and you can change that. Ugliness is in the eye of the beholder, violence is in the eye of the beholder. It's actually like playing a very hard game of chess.
Go back to the chessboard right there, alright? I have my horse, it goes an L, I have my tower, it goes... Every piece moves differently. So if you think about every piece is a martial arts, alright? BJJ, wrestling, Thai boxing, whatever. If you take a piece out of your board, you're gonna be missing. You miss like a movement.
You know, where if I'm tall with long arms, I can favour trying to keep somebody from grabbing me and take me to the ground. And if you're built like me, quite compact and stocky, then I don't want to get hit by somebody, and I'll develop skills to try and get inside and take the guy down to the ground. And this makes for marvellous matchups and fights.
Sean prepares for an upcoming fight in Aberdeen.
And it takes a lot to step into this ring. There's a lot of training behind these guys. These guys get dedicated to what they do, and they work hard to where they get. And therein is a difference. This is not something you can slip a suit on and train twice a week. This is something you almost have to become a lifestyle part of if you want to compete.
I train about 6 to 7 days a week, hard conditioning 4 or 5 of those days, and then just training in the class, sparring, learning new techniques the rest of the time, 7 days a week. Constantly, you're always learning something, either when it's at the gym, actually fighting and rolling about, or you're at home and you're on YouTube and you're looking up techniques and stuff on the internet from videos, or you're reading books on it. So it's a constant system of constantly trying to improve yourself.
In 1995, US Senator John McCain described MMA as human cockfighting.
He was describing what was called NHB, which was a term called no holds barred. The whole idea behind the UFC when it first came out, which is where human cockfighting came from, was to try and make it as visually exciting and different for people as possible. To begin with, it did create a negative backwash with people. Absolutely it did. then people started to watch it, and they started to realise, well, there's more to this than just two great lads thumping the hell out of each other with blood everywhere. They're starting to realise there's grapplers on the floor, there's upright strikers, there's transitional guys that can take people down. And I think that has gone. Evidencing that, look at the number of main grade sponsors that now are on it. You have Burger King, Gatorade, all these sort of people that are fairly much seen as family businesses. They all now have their logos stamped predominantly throughout the rings.
Preparation done. Sean and his team leave Kilmarnock on the morning of November the 7th to travel to Aberdeen to compete in the MMA tournament.